if I'm starting programming with a group of students and I haven't got the Innovator Hub or a rover to use, then I normally start with just say the area of a rectangle. So we're going to go to New, and we're going to create a new program. Get the students to create a name for it. It's already got alpha lock on. Choose A for area, and we can start our program. So we ask the students, well, what information would we need? We could beautify the program with some text. This is more down the line for later on. It's an input or output. So we're going to display some text. And to display some text, we would use speech marks. So I'm going to put alpha lock on, and we could have something like area spaces down here on the 0 of angle. Alright, so that will give us some text. But then what do we want it to do? Well, you need to input some values. Again, back into program, across the input output. There's two ways we can do it. One is using the input functionality. So some students like to use this. This will allow us to add some text if we want to. So we could say length space is. I'm going to add another space because I want it to look nice. Length is, and that will do that one. And we need to, once the students do that, they realize that they've got to store that as a variable. So we'll store that as L. The other way we can do it is back into program, across the input output, and to use prompt. I quite like using prompt. It's a bit cleaner, although you can have the sentencing is quite the same. But I would then go just for W. So let's see what that gives. So I quite like the students to run these and see what they do. So alpha F5 is the quick way of running it. Execute the program. So there you go, area of rectangle, length is. So I can type in 7, enter, and width. See how it comes up with W, very different, let's say 9. And it does nothing else. Why not? Well, because it's got no length, doesn't know what to do with the length or the width. Just out of interest, if I do alpha L, you can see that that has 7 stored as the length. And if I do alpha W, we can see that the width is stored as 9. So those are already stored. Okay, back into the program. Press to edit this time. Let's go back into the program. So we want to add some more text. What do we want to add now? We want to work out the area. So that would be an output. So program, input, output. And now there's two ways of doing this, and I'll show you a cleaner way. This is going just display, and we can then put alpha lock on and say area. Oops, sorry. Arrow back. Area is, again space mark, and a comma, not space mark, a comma, and then the area. So we can simply just go alpha L times width, and that will work it out for us. That's cleaner, and that will work fine. If we want to do it another way, and now we're just going to do perimeter. I know the title is area, but let's do. We could just change that. Let's do perimeter now. Quite like the students doing it slightly different. So if we're doing the perimeter to get them to work this out for themselves, it's going to be 2 times. And again, they come up with lots of different ways of doing this, which I really like. 2 lots of the length and the width. And I leave this bit for them to normally do. And we can store that as a variable. So we're going to store it as P. And then we can simply go program, input, output, display, P. And again, we could add some text before that. I quite like having that line so the students sort of see that separate to what they're doing. So we could have some text in here, but I won't worry for that for this one. And let's run that. Alpha F5, enter. See how it's dropping the program down. Area length is 4. Okay, width is 9. So I get nice to think the students will know that the area of that is 36 and the perimeter is 26. And there we go. Area is 36. And notice because we didn't put any text, there's nothing for 26. To make that prettier, we could have clear home at the start of the program, and we could also use output, which will allow us to put values in a certain place. But for now, I reckon that will do you. Good luck, and I'll speak to you again soon.